Hey, what's going on, City Slickers? Today I wanted to touch on a subject that I seen a friend of mine. He was going through something. I saw him post some stuff on Facebook. And what is she doing? Nana, what are you doing? Nana, what are you doing? Look at your face. So yeah, guys, a friend of mine posted some stuff on Facebook, and just want him to hear me out a little. I've been there and done that. You know, with my ex-wife, my kid's mother. You know, all my life. Well, not all my life. My adult life. I provide. I'm a provider and a protector. I protect and provide for my family. And I never had a credit card. I raised my kids without a credit card. You know, for all you guys that think, oh, look at these people, they got a nice car, a nice house, they rich. They're not rich, they have great credit. And they also in big debt. They also owe about $500,000. So now I need a little credit card because sometimes when I travel, they don't like them prepaid credit cards. They want a major credit card, so I'm working on that now. But all my life I lived cash. I never, you know, and the way to do it is to have a credit card. So let's say if you want a car, you put on your credit card. Let's say if it's $25,000 for the car, you could pay your credit card $300 a month versus the car dealer wants $650 a month. So get your little credit card. Don't mess up your credit. And I don't recommend you putting stuff under your name for other people. Sometimes that doesn't work. And yeah. So let me get back to the subject. So a friend of mine, he separated his wife and kids, and sometimes he puts stuff on Facebook that I worry for him, hoping he don't hurt himself or something. I went through stuff. I kept the apartment in Staten Island for 3 years. We was there with our kids for 17 years. I kept the apartment for another 3 years. So yeah, we left from the Bronx. We was out there 20 years. Now I got the apartment for 3 years, but besides that apartment, I also rented a cabin in the Poconos. And I also used to see a therapist. Psychiatrist writes prescription for you, medication. A therapist listens to you and give you advice. And there's nothing wrong with having a therapist. I'd rather have a therapist than tell my friends or my family, and then when you're in bad terms with them, your whole family knows your business. So it's nothing wrong, you know, having a therapist. Don't think, oh, I have a therapist. It's embarrassing. People are going to think I'm crazy. No, you're not crazy. You have a therapist. That's great. So yeah, guys, in the Poconos, what I do is, as soon as I get up, I chop my wood for the night, put my wood up, make my breakfast, then I get on my boat. I had a little rowboat. My landlord, she had 2 boats on the lake. I lived on a lake. The cabin was on a lake. The lake was right behind the cabin, literally. So in the morning, I get on a little boat and I start rowing around. You know, I had to learn how to make myself happy because my ex-wife and my children, they was everything to me, you know. There was everything, you know. That's all I did everything was for them. You know, I'm always protecting them. I raised my kids in the projects. So I had to be on point. And I'm raised in the projects in the Bronx. So now the projects in Staten Island, I already know what to do. I've been there and done that. So kept to myself, go to work, come home, and everybody see that. And you know, when you do right for yourself, everybody around you see what you're doing and they respect you a little more. You know, don't be too friendly with people, telling people your business or starting to drink with people you don't know. And no, then they get a little too friendly. They feel they could disrespect you, your wife, or your kids. So I didn't do that. I kept to myself. But yeah, it was rough. And I still think about it, you know. I still think about it because the one who got hurt the most from this was my son. My daughter was a little older than him. He's a little younger, and he didn't get as much from me and his mother the way his sister did, you know? So most of the times when you separate the youngest one, they get hurt the most. But yeah, guys, if you're going through something, you separate with somebody, work on your credit, you know? Go travel the world. Me, I have 2 cars, and I travel anywhere I want, and I keep myself busy. And yeah, you got to keep yourself busy. And wait, I'm missing something. Keep yourself busy. Oh, learn how to make yourself happy. You have to learn how to make yourself happy. You can't expect to find happiness in somebody. You can't say, oh, look at that girl. She got a bad body. I know she can make me happy. Oh, look at that guy. He got a lot of muscles. He can make me happy. No, nobody can make you happy but yourself. You know, I thought without my family, I remember my mother called me. Before she gave me the keys to the apartment again, because I gave her my keys, and I was sleeping in my van for like 3 months. And my mother's like, no, come home. And I was like, Ma, I can't come home. I'm not a kid no more. I'm a man. I got to figure this out, Ma. I wish I would have known, because as I'm telling my mother this, my grandmother passed away, my father's mother. So my father's mother passed away, and as I'm telling my mother, no, Ma, I don't want to come home. I don't want people to look at me on the block like, oh, he's back. Oh, it failed. I don't want to look like a failure, so I'll come visit, but I'm going to still stay out here. Now, my ex-wife found out I was sleeping in the van, and my van. She actually bought me that van, too. So I was sleeping in the van, and then she gave me the keys. She was like, all right. So that's when I moved back in the apartment. But I didn't know that my mother was about to pass away. My father's mother just passed. Now my mother, she started bleeding from one of her veins in her leg, and she bled to death. So my sisters called me. As soon as I get to Bronx, Lebanon, she was gone. And I wish I would have known that. I would have spent more time with my mother, you know. So let's say you guys, you separate with your wife or your husband, spend more time with your parents. If one of them needs your help, help them, you know, because I wish I would have went home to help my mother. I didn't know my mother was going to pass. And here I am trying to prove to her that I'm a man, when all that time being in the Poconos and being on Staten Island by myself for those 3 years, I could have been with her. So, you know, try to spend time with your parents if one of them needs you. I don't have parents. I don't have a father or mother. Never had a father. My mother was my mother and my father. So when I lost my mother, I lost everything. So right now I have my family. I'm a little closer to my mother's side of the family. And I have my mother's mother left. When my father's mother passed away, I separated with my ex-wife, and that separation, then my father's mother passed, and then my mother passed. So I was going through a lot. So that's why I said, you know what? I didn't want to be with nobody. I just wanted to be alone. So I went to the Poconos. And yeah, I advise you, keep yourself busy. Pick up a hobby. Get a drone. Get a remote control car. Go fishing. Buy a boat. Buy a jet ski. Don't just buy a motorcycle and try to kill yourself. No, don't do that. You know, travel. And don't always have to be with a lot of people for you could be happy. You could be by yourself too and be happy. All right, guys, let me see where we're at. Guys, I just met a lady from Queens. If you can see behind me, she has the pit bull. There go her son, Stelio. Her name is Minerva. Her dog's name is Nola. And shout out to her husband, Steve Sr. And Minerva has that pit bull trained pretty good. She gave me a few tips. That was helpful. That was very nice. Yeah, guys. Okay, back to the vlog. So, guys, you gotta try to make yourself happy, and yeah, don't hurt yourself. Don't abuse drugs or anything. And like I said, work on your credit. Just try to be a better person. Whatever you did wrong, You know, just because you separate with your wife now doesn't mean that y'all can never get back together. As long as you take care of yourself and you're good to yourself, good to your children, you never know. That's if you want to get back with her. Because to be honest, you'd be surprised. You think you can't live without her, but after you do it for so many years, sometimes you get used to just being by yourself. You guys know now I have another child. I'm in another relationship. But after this, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. I'm getting too old, man. I just want to relax. Go to the beach, go fishing. I'm ready to move, relocate, maybe go to, I don't know, Florida, California, do something different. You know, life is too short for me to just come back and stay in the Bronx. I got to get out of here. All right, let's get to the boardwalk. I got to close this vlog up. I'm hungry, Nana's hungry, and I'm sure I'm probably at 10 minutes already. Hold on. Whoa, I couldn't vlog on the boardwalk. Wow. Wait, Nana. Wait, I'm not gonna dirty my jacket. My jacket's back there. Sorry guys, I couldn't vlog on the boardwalk. The boardwalk is a little crowded. It's really crowded. I don't know. It started getting really crowded. I'm hot. Nana's hot. I forgot to bring her water, guys. Don't bring your dogs to the beach without like a little bowl of water. So yeah, guys. Oh, look. Oh.